Hello, my lovelies. My name is April, also known as That Witch, here to help you seek, feel, grow, and heal. And on that note, I'll pull in our protection blessing, and we will get started with this reading. Now, I have already called the quarters, I should say. Protegimur, si carita, benedictus. Okay, I started this reading tonight at 12:12 a.m. because there's a new moon today, and at 12:12 a.m. is when it peaked, okay? 12:12 typically means an important message from the universe. This is a very important new moon coming in because it is also an eclipse. And when they're, new moons are about bringing stuff in, bringing in new beginnings, bringing in our hopes and whatnot. And when there's an eclipse, it can block out the sun, so to speak. The sun's blocked. So there could be things hidden, challenges, pain, emotional wounds. So let's light them up and get a heads up on what this energy is moving towards you. Now, when I was meditating before y'all's reading, I was getting the color green, and it was like an orb of green, kind of like a space ball. I don't want to say that, but an orb of green, and I was getting the goddess Lilith. Of course, I was also doing meditations for my witchy new moon stuff, but that's what we're getting. Okay, so, let's see what is coming in that may be blocked by this eclipse with the new moon. Creation. Through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. This tree goes right along with the next reading I have coming out for you guys about the goddess that came to me during my meditation for Ostara. Oh, side note, that's the next reading, but a little sneak peek. Creation. Beautiful, beautiful card. Creation is about the veil. And if you guys don't know, Beltane is coming up next. It's after Ostara on the Wheel of the Year. And it is kind of the direct polar of Samhain or Halloween because of the veil being thin around Beltane. And Beltane is May 1st, May Day, however you want to celebrate it or whatnot. But now is the time. Every goal is like a birth. New things can be learned, whether you work with ancestors and whatnot on that. But what might be blocked, or that's the issue, is creation. So I feel like someone, creation may be being blocked here with this new moon eclipse moving in. I don't know if I want to clarify yet. No, we'll keep going. Chant. Hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Chant. This is saying your voice may be being blocked. Or someone's voice is being blocked. So when like I said before, Take This House resonates, but you have more influence than you realize. But I feel like the energy moving in from this eclipse may be causing somebody here to have their voice be blocked. They're either scared to speak up or scared to say something. We shall see. And then we have the Sun God. The Sun God is about authority. Be mindful of arrogance and allow others to shine, is what that top card typically means. But let's get a little clarification, and we will use the Celtic Tarot here on creation, because the issue at hand coming up with this moon energy is creation. And that's incubation, where she's pregnant with that woman. It's like someone is creating roots here. See, blockages. Blockages like crazy. What was that? Redo. Settle my energy down, April. All right. All right. The Chariot and the Ten of Cups with creation. Someone is creating something fast here. And I'm also getting balancing of the dark and light, which goes right along with the time of the year that it is. The Ten of Cups is about spirituality. You know, finding that peaceful, happy, spiritual place. But I like to see the Ten of Pentacles come out with the Ten of Cups when it shows up in a reading, but we shall see. Yeah, it's like in the past there was fast communication with the Chariot, because, you know, the Chariot typically is fast movement. And it could be an Emperor-like energy, which goes right along with the Sun God and the authority, because the Emperor is the driver of the Chariot. And it caused, I'm getting that Eagle song. Peaceful, easy feeling. It caused a peaceful, easy feeling. But now with this moon energy coming in, it's causing a little bit of blockages in communication. And be warned, there's also Mercury retrograde coming in the day after the new moon. So that'll be the 21st. And that will be going on till May 14th, which will definitely cause blockages in communication. I got a whole new side note that I'm going to do to hold off that Mercury energy. Even got Mercury oil that I made this year and all. But side note, let's get a little more on this creation. It's like, I want to know more about the creating. The Six of Cups. I'm getting nostalgia from this. And I see the Fae. And remember, the Fae, or the fairy folk, by nature are mischievous, right? But they don't see it that way because that's the only way they know. It's just who they are. And you gotta love them. I love working with the Fae, but it's like, yes, I'm getting mischievous children. And it's very strange because when I was meditating, I also got like a grandpa type figure and a little boy with a fishing pole. It's like, I think someone is, because you know, there's some people who will talk a lot and want to talk a lot of people and get a lot of attention so that they can, how do I explain this? Not heal, pretty much. And that's what I'm getting from this. Like they're putting someone's putting the illusion over their own eyes here. With the Six of Cups. So they've used this fast communication and this fast lifestyle or whatnot to, well, ignore healing, ignore growing, which you can't do because it'll leave you in circles. And if you believe in reincarnation, it's going to keep you going around in circles. But let's get more on the blockage of the communication. I just love that the new moon peaked today at 12:12 a.m. And yes, I started this reading at 12:12 a.m. to go along with the new moon. Like I said, on Eastern Standard Time. FYI. The King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, I kind of correlate to devil energy because, you know, look, we got the, I forget what those are. Little flying goblins. Like flying monkey goblins. Sorry, guys. The god Thor, I see the god Thor in this ruin down here. See the blockages coming in. Energy from this new moon, and then with Beltane coming in is crazy. But with that, the King of Pentacles, I'm getting money. I mean, because the King of Pentacles is about money. It's a very stable energy. And it goes, again, with authority. But you got to be careful of arrogance because, everybody needs money to live. But there comes a point with some people where, the love of money takes over a little too much. And it causes this devil energy, which would definitely help facilitate blockages in someone's life. And just cause unbalance. You can't have that equal yin and yang, equal dark and light without all that. Let's get a little more on the devil energy here. This isn't for, maybe for one, but I'm getting domestic violence. With that King of Pentacles and that girl's hair being pulled and the fighting. In which case, make a plan to safely get away, especially if you have kiddos. There's numbers you can call. Email me if you got to, beside notes. Like I said, not for all of you. Be leery of that this weekend. Please. Especially with moon energy. When I worked in the ER as a nurse, that whole moon controlling the tides, controls waters, the ocean tides, and we are like 80% water, aka the moon can control our emotions. The moon is emotions. And when I worked in the ER, in the hospitals, when there was a full moon or new moon, the energies were crazy. Just trust me, it's a thing. But 6 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Learning. Because I'm getting the student from the Page of Pentacles. Someone's learning about forgiveness. Giving up fighting. And learning about forgiveness. The Page of Pentacles is like a student of life. But it's also a younger type energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be a younger person, but a younger energy in the way that their maturity level is. The younger you are, you have less, I'll say it's the wrong way, wisdom in life. I'm not young, I'm 44, but you have less wisdom in life the younger you are, because, you learn and you grow. It's a part of life. But sometimes it's hard when you're younger, or I wouldn't say hard, but it's easy to fall into the lifestyle of the love of money, the matrix of it all. Let's get more on that. Oh, 3 popped out. The King of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Oh, for some of you, there's another energy here, because I'm not... This King of Cups, the King of Cups is somebody... A lot of people think it's loving. It's really not. The King of Cups has a handle on their emotions that a lot of times they tend to have like none and show none. Not necessarily not have any, but not show them, I should say. But it keeps them in a grounded place with this King of Pentacles. This may be this person who's learning, who's changed, actually, from this King of Pentacles, love of money, to now that they're thinking more level-headed here. And the gold, see the gold's dripping into the cup. The honey, the golden honey is. The honey was considered a food of the gods. And it's just dripping into that cup. Because someone's at a more balanced place. Knight. The Knight of Swords is about balance, God. See? Energy. The Knight of Swords. Knights are about action. And this is definitely thinking. And there might be a message of truth coming in. Causing balance, I'm getting with the Bull. And Bull is representative of mother energy. Nurturing energy. And circles are representative of rebirth. The whole Ouroboros snake eating its hotel thing. It's like someone here has brought themselves up out of their own heartbreak. Or their own mental anguish. Their own mental nightmare. That's because something that happened in their life. it leaned them towards going that way, and they kind of just kept themselves there because you gotta, well, we gotta be the phoenix, you gotta to rise. But let's get some on the sun god, some advice here. And remember, the sun god said to watch your ego, beware of arrogance, and let others shine. I feel like that might be the miscommunication for some of you coming in with this new moon energy this weekend, is stepping back and letting whoever this is in your life have their moment in the sun, so to speak. Yeah, the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. If you or someone you're dealing with can keep their arrogance at bay here, their ego, tap, tap, tame down, tame monkey. If you can keep that at bay, then you're going to usher in. The Magician is all about having all the tools to get what you want. It's all about getting what you want. Manipulating, or not manipulating, that's the wrong word to think of, but manifesting this peace. The Ace of Pentacles is peace to me. And very protected with the red here, the red robe. This looks like a high priestess, actually. Walking into the sun, walking into the peace, walking into the light, connecting the dark and light. Ooh. And, yeah, okay. I just looked down with this Eight of Wands. Fast communication with the world here. That may be for me, actually. But let's get a little one more on that sun god. Oh my. Okay. Two of Wands. Yes, planning. Plans being put into action. Making our little dolls here. But the Two of Wands is all about planning. It's all about creating those ideas, which we would have been doing around Ostara. This goes along to our next reading too. Beautiful. But, and then when Beltane comes is when you want, it's action. It's when, you know, the actual birth part, you know, you incubate through Ostara and the baby's incubating, like in the picture. I forget which one it is, but you saw it. And then when Beltane hits, it's the birth. It's the phoenix rising. So there's planning going on here. The sun. Classic. Celebration of the sun. I still got our Ostara candle here, but we'll be switching out to the Beltane candle, which, of course, you know, I'm going to have the sun sigil on it. But definitely healing communication. Like royal communication, because the purple, I get royalty, I get strong intuition. People with strong intuition here with the purple. Let's get some closing out messages with see, which one is this? It's one of my witch wisdom decks. Kitchen Witch. See, what? I can't even remember my deck. This energy is crazy. Okay, so future advice this weekend, or whenever you get this. Time is fluid, so whenever you find this, obviously there's something you're supposed to see. That's just how the universe, Godiverse works, y'all. But black pepper banishment. I feel like this is saying to a lot of you that there's some message in here that you are using to banish away or help shield you guys from this energy coming in, because, well, that's part of the reason there are tarot cards, you know, to give you an insight of what could happen. And then you're the Magician, and your choices, you know, what you know, how you take this message and how you handle it is all on you. You know, you've got the tools to banish away this energy, this devil energy, the Seven of Wands energy that could be coming in to wreak havoc. Okay? Ginger power. Yeah. On the chant card, which means your words hold power. For the ones of you who are saying, let someone else shine, watch what you say. Sometimes when our ego gets the best of us, or we get a little scared, you know, that fear gets creeping in, we can say things that we regret later. You know, I know words are just words, but a lot of people aren't mentally able to overcome, well, mental abuse. Most people can't. It's a thing. But definitely talking to a powerful person here. Okay. Closing out message on the Sun God. Reconciliation, Basil. I'm also seeing the equilateral cross, which will also be on our Beltane candle. I'm seeing the frog too, which reminds me of Hecate, and Hecate and Lilith are always together, usually, when I see them in meditation. And like I said, they were both there tonight. But the frog, I'm getting frogs. And I just learned this about, well, I didn't learn this part about frogs. Frogs are associated with the goddess Hecate. She's the goddess of magic, or goddess of witchcraft, depending on when they were teaching about her. But that is related to the crossroads, hopping, if you're into the Kabbalah tree, hopping the different realms. As witches can do that. Well, I guess I don't want to get, some witches can do that. But they also can change, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I learned this with my kids this week, can change their sexes. That's why they're associated with divinity. I don't know if you can see the little frog on there on the bottom. Because they could change their sexes, which means they would be considered female and male, which the universe got a verse is feminine and masculine energies. It's just a lot of mainstream religions have just taken the feminine out of it and made it all masculine with, you know, the penis parade and all. No offense, guys. Not you guys. I'm just saying certain guys. But reconciliation. Some of you is reconciliation with yourself. Some of you, it could be a relationship with someone learning there and bringing in truth now. It just depends on how it resonates with you. Memories with Rosemary. Rosemary is also awesome to use for protection. FYI. Getting into the herbs here. Let's pull a few more. Some more advice to block out this devil energy coming in. Aloe vera, soothe thyself. Take a shower, a ritual shower if you get witchy, or just do something to go to the movies. Do something to take care of yourself again with the frogs, I'm telling ya. And the black cat was protection, and then blackberry, invasive, yes. Something for some of you may be coming in really sweet. Like this devil energy that's coming in this weekend's going to seem really sweet. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous blackberry pile. It's my favorite. My grandma and I used to hunt or pick the blackberries and freeze them. But side note, it's going to seem sweet and be so, so tempting. But blackberries are invasive, right? And this is what this card means. Invasive is going to invade your peace. Invade your Ace of Pentacles. You're being told here. I'll close it with this. Time. Courage to be strong. Spirit has a lot of you here. A lot of you might want to look into making your own oils as well. Side note. But that was a beautiful reading. I just loved it. I love helping because it helps, you know, raise energy and helps me learn, helps you guys learn. It's a beautiful thing, but I'll stop ranting. Keep an eye out, because like I said, I'm going to be talking in the next reading about the goddess that came to me. It was gorgeous. During my meditation with the star, because it goes right along with the individual sign Beltane readings I have coming out. If you like the Beltane deck that I have here, check out my shorts, because I have daily revelations coming out with a card a day. You know, help keeps the fuckery or bullshit at bay. But until next time, guys, rise from those ashes. Bye. Next.